Hey guys, and welcome back to Plasmatic Productions. My name is Plasmatic, and today we're going to be going through more of YouTube's features. I got a question from a subscriber about how did I live stream? What settings do I use, and how do I go through that whole process? But what I'm thinking is I'm going to do that right now. But before I do that, I want to let you guys know that I think I'm going to make a YouTube tutorial series because um, my parents are very old people, or they're not very old, but they're on the older side, and I had to teach them everything about YouTube, and they still don't know a lot of stuff about YouTube. So I figured that I could just make a whole series about just going from the very basics to what is a like, what is a subscribe, what does it mean to subscribe, all the way to editing videos on YouTube and live streaming. So let's start with live streaming today. So in order to go live, I use my computer because in order to use a mobile device, you have to have at least 1,000 subscribers, and I think there's maybe one other requirement, but we'll get into that in a minute. So this is how I see my channel. Then you can see, follow the mouse up here, this little camera button with the little plus on it. Then you can click either upload video from your computer or, as we're going over today, live streaming. So let's click go live. And so you immediately on the left have three options. You can stream, use a webcam, or you can manage the live streams. So that you've already set up. So here we have the streaming option. This isn't the option that I use. If I could use it, I would, and I will use it eventually in the future, but we just don't have the proper equipment. This is how most gamers stream, because you have to have a certain type of streaming software that can link your gaming device to your computer. These things are called encoders. I personally do not have an encoder, but if you have an encoder or you are willing to buy an encoder, you can go here, you can select which stream key to use, and then you have to copy this stream key and then paste it in your software. And so then here are the additional settings. Enable DVR, which is I think recording. I do not have a 360 video. I don't want to add any extra delay. I don't need to turn on closed captions or unlist live replay once stream ends. Latency, since I don't use streaming like this, I don't really know which to use, but I would suggest low latency because it's near real-time reaction with minimal playback buffering, as it says right here. Then of course this is where you'd edit the title and the description. If you need help with the stream setup, but beyond this, just click this button right here and you can do it. Then here's how you can see the live chat if you were streaming and typing it. Next we have the webcam. This is what I've been using, and this is what pretty much no other gamer uses because webcams suck. So I'm just gonna make a private live stream or unlisted live stream. So this will be live streaming tutorial. So we can see here, this is how we change who can view it. We can schedule it for a later date. Like let's say I wanted to schedule it even for just later today. I'm just going to leave it at now. So here's how you choose whether or not it's made for kids. The content on my channel is never made for kids. Right. If you want to restrict your video to an adult audience. Like, yeah, I don't want to restrict it to over 18 because that's usually that's the equivalent of rating something R. Now if we click more options here, this is where we write in the description. I have a default description already in place, so every time I do a video through the computer, this will show up. And then before this, you can still add anything before this. This is a tutorial live stream to help viewers with their own channels. Ta-da! And here's where you select the category. This would be how to. Not really style, but it goes with how to. And if you were doing gaming, you can, if you would like, you don't have to, you can add a game title. So what I've been doing lately is Marvel's Avengers Beta. And I can click on it there, so then below this video will show up for people looking for Marvel's Avengers Beta. Let's go back to how to and style. Now I have a USB camera plugged in, but as you can see in the background, it's still on the webcam. I'm lucky this thing's in the middle, hiding my face. But you can see, this is the webcam. It is completely connected, it has an HDMI cable, but for some reason, even though it says USB camera here, it's not going through. Well, I figured out, this might not happen for you, but I figured out something to fix this just fine. I just click on that little button, I switch to FaceTime HD camera, and I switch back, and now you can see that it's coming through the webcam. Alright, this is where you choose the microphone. I usually just do the external microphone, which is built in, because when I film and record, I'm right next to the computer, I'm right next to the television. Advanced settings, I always allow chat, and unfortunately, we do not have this yet. Alright, so then I'd go to next, and then I could smile for a thumbnail. So either you take the thumbnail with the actual camera, or you can retake it, but I always go to upload custom thumbnail. And I've been taking lots of screenshots lately. So what I usually do before the stream starts is I make a thumbnail on a free program called GIMP. So see how it has Marvel's Avengers Beta playthrough, stream starting soon. Welcome to Plasmatic Productions. That's what I do before, before the stream starts. And now we can see how many are waiting, how many likes we have. Here's the live chat, and then we could go live. And then it'll spin for a while. If it spins for more than like 5 minutes, then just redo the whole thing. Ta-da! Here are my feet. There's a television where I film. So that's about it. Okay, so now let's say, okay, yay, we're done with the stream. Wait, actually, here's this is how you mute yourself. This is how you can share your stream. And then, of course, here's how you can interact with your audience, or as I'm just doing now, I just say hi. Okay, so that's that. Now, and when you want to end the stream, click End Stream, or you can also click Not Yet if you clicked on it by mistake. And when you end streaming, you're like, okay, how many new subscribers we get? Yeah, we didn't get anybody, but that's because I didn't make it public. So now let's go to Edit in Studio, and it's going to take a little while for this to actually be available on our channel. It's not going to appear for a few hours at least on the regular channel page if this was public. So let's go into details. So immediately after, I'll go here to where it says the thumbnail. I'll click options, I'll click change, and then I'll pick this really cool screenshot I took offline of the Avengers. So now when people look at it, it's like, oh, this is a pre-existing stream. And then also, it usually takes a while for it to carry over, so it'll often just switch back, but it will eventually switch for the better, or for good. Here's how you can select the playlists, as always. You can change the visibility. You can add tags to it. See, look, now the video is finally being processed. Let's just try to change it one more time. Use a different screenshot this time. Okay, it stayed this time, I think. Yeah. So, and then it's just like a regular video. Everything you can do is the same. The analytics, you can see all this stuff. Audience retention, all the great stuff. So that is how you live stream on YouTube. And also here, let me just give you a tip. When you go to channel videos, these are all the videos, and these are all the live streams. And they'll be kept completely separate. So here, I'm going to delete this. Ta-da! There we go. I hope you guys enjoyed. Leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And we'll see you guys in the next one. Remember, this is going to be a series, so see you guys.